Right, let's get this long run started on the go. So today's objective for the long run is plus 5 hours, going to be around 40 kilometers, I guess. And then also some elevation gain. So roughly 1,000 meters elevation gain would be good. So here south of Finland, the plan for me around here is what I'm going to do is 200 meters of hill reps, then a little loop of trails, 200 meters loop, 200 meters then a loop. So just like that, repeat that, and should hopefully come to those figures which I just said. So let's get into it. Here we go, made it to Paloheina, which is about a 30 meter elevation gain per rep. So I figured if I do 5 or 6 reps on this and then do a little loop in the forest on the trails, should be good. We're about 8 kilometers in. It's hot, it's like 18 degrees, and like for here, you know, it's suddenly changed from, you know, 0 to 18. So this is perfect type of training, you know, like I need to get used to running in hotter weather. I'm already sweating loads, so got to keep on top of that hydration. Just done with the first lot of hill reps, and now heading into the forest on the trails. And the great thing about it is it's super nice and cool in the forest, so that's a nice added bonus. Alright, so not much further in, probably only coming up to 13 kilometers. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, not feeling it today. I don't know, I don't feel like I've got like super loads of energy, and also that I don't feel that fresh in a way, even though I had good rest, ate well and everything like that. Just not feeling it. And also I'm not super pumped and excited to be now doing it. I think my mind is drifting off and kind of thinking still got quite a while to go. And you know, when you think you've got 5 hours, I don't know, even though I love this, I love being in nature and look at these beautiful sights and sounds, and just struggling. Wanted to be honest, I don't think I'm struggling physically, like dehydration or muscle fatigue. Yeah, interesting, but it's good. And just keep plugging away, just focus on every step, focusing on the process and not the outcome, not thinking, okay, I've still got to get to 46 kilometers and all of this. Just thinking about taking this very little steps right here and right now. And yeah, bit of traffic. So the next thing seems to be that my normally like my ankle's a little bit stiff when I start running, and then it loosens up and it's fine. But today my right ankle just seems like, I don't know, it seems like it's rusty. That's the best way I can kind of describe it. And it's, you know, 16 kilometers in and it still hasn't kind of fully gone away. So yeah, just sat down, massaged it for a bit, and what we'll do is we'll carry on we're near the hills, we'll do them, and we'll see how we feel. And you know, if it doesn't feel good, I've got no hesitations in pulling the plug. Like, you know, there's no point running with something that is like really could be detrimental to the next 2 weeks. So, you know, I'm in better spirits now. I'm in a good mental state. I'm almost halfway. Yeah, just need to look after myself, and that's what I'm doing right. Right, so we've taken the sensible decision. Me and myself, have made the sensible decision to, instead of carrying on doing hill repeats and loops up there, is to run towards home, sort of see how the ankle feels when I get closer to home, and if I'm good, then I'll carry on running from around there, just doing normal running. And if it's still a bit stiff, then I'll call it a day, and I will have a good decent run anyway of time, because we're coming up to 3 hours at the moment. But playing it sensible, there's no point in like really risking injury just for the sake of a training session. And yeah, I mean, like, I know I'm not in pain, I know it's not an injury per se, it's fatigue and I guess a little bit of overuse, tendonitis maybe, but, well, not overuse, but I can feel the thing. I know how my body feels and how to resolve it. So we'll get some cold water therapy on it, and just take a nice relaxing afternoon, eat some good food, anti-inflammatories in terms of food, so like turmeric, not any chemicals or what are they called, prescriptions? No, what are they called? Pharmacy stuff, you know, medical. Oh my gosh, my mind's switched off. Drugs, you know, I'm not that type of person. So, listening to my body, and I'd recommend that you do it to yourself as well. Right, back at home now. I ended up doing 24 kilometers with plus 500 meters of elevation gain. So it was a good run anyway, but it was the right decision to pull the plug on the run with the expectation of what I was doing. And you know what, all things considered, I'm very happy and very positive about the situation, because, you know, these were signs throughout the run that my body just wanted to rest or didn't want to go today. And the most important thing is that I listened to those signs that my body was giving me. Yesterday, I did feel a little bit tired as well, which is a little bit odd. And I was just thinking that maybe I was just exhausted. So all these signs accumulate to my decision. And as I said, I'm glad I listened to them. And it's really important to do that. So now I'm just going to put my feet up. I've had a nice shower, nice smoothie, as you can see. And later on I'll do some foam rolling, because I was just doing some kind of like active stretching in a way, and or like some movements, and I could feel like my right leg is tight. So it's a chain reaction in a way. You know, there's a bit of tightness in one part that it'll affect the other part, add a little bit of pressure. So really happy actually about it. And you know, look, I can go for another run tomorrow if I'm feeling good. We'll see. It's also equally important to sort of like rest up and see. But then Wednesday is a bank holiday here in Finland, so there's also always another opportunity to rest all the way up until then. That is meant to be on my last kind of day where I can do like a big run or a session. So let's see what we have in store. What is most important is to be flexible and not be a slave to what numbers you have written down on your training plan or something. Obviously, sticking to it is the best thing, but if you have certain roadblocks in a way, you should really listen to them. So thanks for watching my long run day. The link to the Strava file, I'll link it below. And yeah, any questions, comments, or anything else, leave them down below. And look, if you've made it this far and you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I'll bring lots of new content on a very regular basis every day. And just drop a comment as well what you'd like to see. You know, is it more what I eat in a day or whatever? And I'm more than happy to sort of film whatever will make you happy in a way or bring you value. Right, cheers guys.